Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm back with another video. Now, there's been a lot of Nintendo NX controller talk over the past few months. Is it going to be a touchscreen controller? Is it going to have the regular buttons as the other controllers? Is it going to be a standard Pro controller like this one right here? And in response to EVB's channel, I suggest you check it out like I did in my other video. He had a concept of a Nintendo NX controller that had the Z, B, and ZA buttons on the back here. Since the touchscreen patent of the controller didn't have the A, B, X, Y buttons or a D-pad on there. So he came up with a really cool idea, that I thought at least, that the concept controller for the NX would have the back buttons be ZA and ZB. So I put it to the test and wanted to hold it for myself, see how it would feel to have it like that. He said basically your middle fingers would be touching this area here of the controller, and of course it would be a longer controller because you don't want your fingers touching each other, but I found it to be pretty comfortable. You can actually press with your middle finger on each side of the grips of the controller. So you can only imagine it being a little bit longer like this and having it touch your fingers over here. So I thought that was a really cool idea that he had. Of course, that wasn't in the patent that Nintendo filed, but when you think about it, you wouldn't really have to look down at the controller itself to know where the buttons are. You would have them at your middle fingers here on both sides, and your L and R buttons up here, your trigger buttons right here, and your D-pad would be, if it's on the controller, it would be right here next to the stick. Now, on his latest video he posted yesterday, he included the D-pad of the controller on the touchscreen in a see-through fashion, and he also included a and B button as well, since we saw that patent that had a screen on it with two buttons, and it had the rotating L and R buttons on top, the ones that the scroll buttons basically, that were kind of like a mouse ball that you could click. So in his latest video he did that. He added that to the concept. So what you have is a controller that has two analog sticks, two triggers, two L and R buttons, and possibly a Z, B, and ZA button in the back, with these two triggers being able to have that scroll wheel functionality on the top. So I thought that was a really cool idea. However, it's just hard to say how Nintendo will implement all that onto one controller, if that is actually the controller for the NX, or if it's just the handheld portion of the NX, which could also function as a controller. It's really hard to say where Nintendo will go with it. And of course, the concept has a cartridge slot on it as well, so possibly to have games to be played on it. So it's really hard to say which way they will go. And but if Nintendo designs it in that way, you could see how the handheld controller or handheld device portion of the NX platform could be used as a controller for the NX console too. So my question to you guys, what do you guys think Nintendo would do? Do you think they release a standard controller like this one with some modifications to it, maybe with those scrollable top buttons like we talked about? Or will they have a full-blown touchscreen controller that's similar but obviously way better functionality than the Wii U gamepad for the NX home console? Tell me what you guys think. Is it crazy to think about that, or is it really something possible? Let me know in the comment section, and we'll see you very soon in the next video.